Hey everyone, John Runner 88 here, and today is the day that I received my Razor Crest. And here it is, taking up a good third of my dining room table. Check that thing out. Paint job is so nice on this thing. Engines are massive. You just see like the size of my hand next to it. It's insane. I know a lot of people were like complaining at first when they're just like, oh, why isn't it like vac metalized and stuff? But it was never that shiny in the show. It was always this kind of like gunmetal-y silver color. We have a Mando in there pressing some buttons. Grogu back there. It's one of the older releases. I did not open up the one that came with the Razor Crest. It came with the carded Grogu and Jawa Elder. I'm going to open the Jawa Elder, I just have not done that yet. Those are some other Jawas that I had. The Grogu, I don't like the pram. Not a fan of the figure itself holding the like shifter knob. So I'm probably just going to sell that off. Make back a little bit of my money that I spent on this thing. That'll be nice. And just look at this thing. It is absolutely incredible. This needs to be popped in a little bit. A lot of panels. This right here, I'm sure it was like this in the show. Definitely like it's missing like a panel. Like his ship was just missing a panel. It would have been cool if they like included that just to like make it nice and flush. Even if it wasn't in the show, just to make it like a nice sleek design all the way through. I mean, with all the panels they're making, why not pump out another one? Just underneath here, get all the detail. Turn on the light. It's gonna blind at first. Did an awesome job with this paint app here. Looks so good. Looks nice and weathered. I wish they cast these in a different color. Very, very boring looking. They stand out a little too much against the rest of it. Because it's all like nicely painted. Same with the guns here. It's like that kind of like darker gray plastic. Landing gear is nice and stable though. I know a lot of people have been saying that these are like a quality control issue, and while they are very flimsy, that's just the nature of like the design. And I think what a lot of people have been doing is because there's this panel here that is very close to this, and when people are putting in the landing gear, you slide it into the holes that are revealed when you flip these panels open. Get the one under here as well. And I think people are just trying to shove it in, and they don't notice that this is like drooped down a little bit. I have one that stays out of the way pretty good, and I have another one that just falls right back down. So I think a lot of people are not going to admit it, but I think they are just, I mean, obviously it's a slight design flaw on Hasbro's and as far as it being very thin and not having much clearance, but I think a lot of the people that are having breakage issues are they're causing that issue. Like they're actually the ones breaking it. It's not just like breaking on its own. I'm sure in some cases it could be weak, maybe just a poorly molded piece of plastic. It's always possible. Happens with figures too. I mean, they probably made about like 30,000 of these. I'm sure they made extra ones just in case to send to, you know, their employees, whoever was working on it, and maybe have some maybe for, whatever. Hasbro can give them to whoever they want. Who are we to judge who Hasbro gives their products to? Yeah, just this is also an amazing feature to it. Having this plastic here being all these bits cut out of it. It's got the plastic in here, and it's got all these. It's a nice big piece, and it does a really great job of like reflecting the orange onto the side, so you can see a little bit. When it's like natural light, it looks great. It looks like the engine's on, just kind of heating up in there. Definitely a nice little design. I've already seen some people putting LEDs in there. All you need is a couple of LEDs in there and light it up. It'll look awesome. See all the little details there. See the other side. It's nice that this side, it actually looks different too. It's not like it's not like a mirror image of the other side. It's got a lot more weathering to it, a lot more wear and tear. Underneath, you see all the screw holes. See all the screw holes down there. They did a good job hiding a lot of that stuff on the underside. Got the back doors here. And this is a little faux door. It is supposed to be in the show that it is a second door on the other side, but on here it doesn't open, but they did mold it in there, which is nice. Got the escape pod. This does open. That comes out. You can fit a figure in there if you would like. One thing I'm very excited for with this, though, I like doing like some custom weathering work on my stuff. And underneath these panels, it'd be awesome if it was dirtied a little more. Let's get one of these off here. I like this one in the back. They do a very good job hiding the areas in which you do pop it off from. This goes right from the back. See, it looks like you would pull it from like here, but it's the whole back panel that pops off. This is the stuff I'm talking about here. All of these details are just like amazing. And yes, it's a shame that it's not weathered for us. However, if Hasbro was going to weather it, they just do like one dark or like one gray color to it or something like that. It does have a little weathering to it. You can see there is like a wash on it. Nothing significant. But like this stuff here, like all those details, like I'm gonna go in there and probably do like, you know, like a kind of like a crimson color for those, almost be like I mean it looks like ammo actually. Yeah, it's definitely like ammo because this one kind of dips down at the end. So it's definitely ammo for the gun that actually pops out of here. I'm not going into like crazy detail with this. I'm not going to be taking the whole thing apart. And like even stuff like this, like it's not even like this like a symmetrical shape. It's got like these bits missing, so it's just some fun they're having when they're designing this. Everything does kind of clicks in pretty good as long as you're pushing the right spots. There we go. So there's that, and then there's another detail over here. Like you wouldn't even think this would come off. It does say it in like the instructions and stuff, but it is very well disguised. You gotta like pinch it. There we go. But like that's so cool. That's going to look great when it's like painted up. It's a helicopter landing pad, I think. Oh my goodness. Is this a Micro Machines playset? Everybody, I just figured it out. It's a Micro Machines playset. And there's a helipad down there. That's incredible. Let everybody else know. I figured it out. Hasbro's getting into the Micro Machines game. We got the guns here. Could definitely use some weathering to them. Like color these like grayish blue parts a different color. Let's go inside though. Let's see. Got the ramp that comes down and then a little extra itty bitty ramp to finish its journey to the ground. And oh, it's so dark in there. Let there be light. And there we go. Awesome. Get my hand in there. See all sorts of hair and freckles for a little bit. It's exciting. I was excited about the accessories, but I will use them sparingly when I do pictures because they are a complete pain to get in there. Especially those thermal detonators. They're really cool, but I'm not taking those out. A lot of the guns, a lot of unique looking guns in there. It's really cool. This one down here, this long one, is the one that Cara Dune used, and then like that is the canister that was like on the bottom of it, which is cool. It's in two pieces. Doesn't connect together, but it's just kind of like a display thing for here. Close that up. Get in here. You can use like a good wash in here. It'll look great. I have not even opened this compartment yet, so let's... Oh, and it fell off. Oh yeah, it's supposed to fall off. Okay, so that fell off. And that is Grogu's little compartment in there. You know, what am I doing here? Let's get this whole panel off here. There we go. Woo! Let's see, we've got the carbonite chamber in here. It opens up all the way when this panel is off, actually. If you don't have the side panel off, it bumps into it. But you wouldn't be opening it without that panel off anyway, because it'd be a pain in the butt to get to. So yes, we've got Grogu's compartment there. Looks nice. We've got the refresher. Little tube hanging out. It's so great that they included that. Get in there. It's not in there all the way, but you get the idea. I love the soft goods cargo nets back there, and I love all the little backpacks it came with. You can even see it on here. And even stuff like this, like you can go in there, add some more detailing. But a lot of the backpacks and everything, they came with a lot of details on them already. Some were just like, kind of had a dirty wash on them, but like this one, it's just kind of got like a generic wash. Still looks cool though. You could definitely go in there, add some awesome details. Got little things like this little, just whatever that is. Just a little something. Got a ladder that is actually able to come off, and you can just put it wherever. All of the carbonite blocks, I haven't seen anybody really point this out. They all have those little notches in the back, and you can actually use that with the little clear plastic piece that comes with Grogu's pram, so you can make them like hovering, which is cool. And I wish, spin that around. I wish they did the carbonite blocks in like a more, I don't know, something a little more silvery. It's a bit of a matte kind of gray color all across, even on the sides. You could definitely paint up those control panels, make it look a little cooler. I might do that, we'll see. Let's see what I feel like doing. Close this back up. It's pretty easy to get back on. There's two kind of like support beams on the side that this really latches onto. That's where you kind of got to get your fingers into. Get some Jawa boys here. Just hanging out. Oh, there Well, you're in the way. Gotta move. Alright, let's get this down here. Back ramp. Awesome. These little, words escaping me, but you know what they are. They're kind of like piston-y things. Looks so good in there. I mean, the carbonite block looks kind of cool lit up like that. Looks like it's almost two-tone, but I think that's just kind of the way the plastic's molded. It's making it look like that. Definitely a nice little look on it. There's the refresher again. You can see down it. Definitely an awesome view. Looking at through the back here. Looks great. The side there. And definitely an interesting color choice for like the interior. You can see it's kind of dirtied up there a little bit. Then get the button here. That just a lot of fun little features. Really pops up good too. Take the whole top off. It'd be awesome to get some lighting in there when you're doing photography. Get those little circles there. Those are little like springs that help it pop up when it is locked in place. But yeah, this is an absolutely amazing vehicle. Absolutely amazing. Massive, but amazing. There's some characters here that have interacted with the Razor Crest. They have been slowly filling out the roster of characters. Got the Mithril, Queel, and Bo-Katan from the latest wave. Definitely, they start hitting stores at the perfect time. IG-11 came out a little while back. Remember, Bo-Katan interacted with the Razor Crest. Looked something very similar to this. Just standing on top of it. Says why not? And there goes our helmet. Very excited about the new figures they announced. Axe Woves, Casca Reeves. Absolutely awesome. Makes Mayfeld. It's whatever. Obviously, like everybody else, we'd want him in his kind of like bounty hunter, scoundrel, thief garb, but his dreadnought driver uniform is good enough for me. For now, they got his head. They can work on another body, maybe kit bash it a little bit. Again, we got Mando in here. Just looks great. They did an awesome job with the inside. They haven't looked in here yet. Just a great job with the controls. Obviously, people are going to get in there and dirty that up and make it look awesome. Paint all those little buttons and icons and everything. There's a fake door in the back. I mean, as far as it being scaled down, the biggest compromise was like this section here. It's supposed to be like a lot taller and a little thinner looking. And like, if you look at like the cross sections online, there's kind of like a small like storage area up in the top here, and then there's like a second floor here with the ladder that goes down into the like fuselage area, and then that's like the main compartment. We got like the sleeping area under here, which is where the Grogu like area is next to the refresher, and in the show it's like a longer section under here, some like living or sleeping quarters. Really, that's the biggest compromise with this whole thing, is like scaling it down, but they did a fantastic job, because it would just, it's already too big. That would have made it even more too big. I've got a few comparisons here. I've got get some figures out of the way. I've got, slide this over. Ooh, it's hefty. Like, it's the only fear of breakage I think on this is going to be some of the panels are a little thin. Like some of the engine panels are a bit thin. This one has like a curve to it, so definitely if you're pulling that the wrong way, it could snap in half, I would imagine. But yeah, the landing gear panel is definitely the weakest point on this. But other than that, it's a sturdy vehicle, which is awesome. And we have it next to the X-Wing here. This is a Blue Leader X-Wing, most recent vehicle to come out in the vintage collection, aside from the Razor Crest. And you can just see it's just huge. Great scale compared to it. And also one of my favorite vehicles. Not the vintage collection, but they could definitely re-release in the vintage collection. I wouldn't buy any because I've already, I mean, I guess depending on the price and the color scheme, but the A-Wing. The Resistance A-Wing to be precise. I've dirtied it up. Just because it's Star Wars and everything should be a little grimy. And just like, you can just like, look at that. Definitely see it like, kind of, just guiding the Razor Crest in to get to a checkpoint or something. Awesome. I love this thing. Definitely hefty, but gonna make for some awesome pictures, especially when it gets nicer out here. It's all snowy and gross out. But once it's nice out, I'm definitely gonna take this thing out. Take some awesome pictures. Maybe go to a park or something. That way I don't have a fence in the background of all my shots. Amazing vehicle. I would tell people to go out and buy it right now, but you can't. I just hope that everybody that backed it got theirs in decent shape. Mine was pretty awesome. My box doesn't have any gashes in it. It's got a couple like bends in the corner, slight bends. Not that I care much. I might try and sell it online to see if somebody wants it. Just because I know some people like keeping their boxes, and if they've got a damaged box, you know, they can have mine if they want. But there it is, the Haslab Razor Crest by Hasbro Toys. Amazing vehicle. If you got it, if you picked one up, if you funded it when we were supposed to, and you got yours in, or if you're expecting yours in soon. I know most people I follow online have had theirs shown up. Somebody at work has theirs on the way tomorrow. Hopefully they all get there in good shape. You make sure not to bust the landing gear panels off of it. And hopefully Hasbro will do up some extra landing gear panels just to ship them out if they need to. Why not? It's always good to have spare parts, you know? Something like that. It's super tiny too. You probably pump out like 1,000 of them in an hour. Probably even more than that. It's probably like 50,000. But yeah, this is John Runner 88 here. Another video review for this amazing vehicle. If you enjoy this is pretty much how I do all my videos, just kind of down and dirty. Just having fun, just enjoying these things, little details. And if you enjoy that, like, subscribe, do all that stuff. Comment if you got one. Is yours in good shape? Are you loving it? Do you have trouble finding a spot for it because it is so huge? I do not have a big collecting room. I had children, I had to give that up for a little bit. But it's worth it. And maybe one day, down the road, kids can inherit this and they can fight over it. Because they'll both want it, of course. Everyone wants a Razor Crest. Because Mando's going to get another one. They can do another Haslab with just a Razor Crest. And it'll be like Hot Rod Red or something. Why not? Thanks everyone for watching. And I'll see you in the next video, which will probably be soon because I have the Bad Batch figures that came in today as well. It's been an awesome Star Wars day for me. Thanks for watching, everybody. Bye, guys.